Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is November 19, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. I got some windows opened up. I'm going to expand a lot on each of these websites, and hopefully we can keep this video short. Also, I just want to say, just to give you guys just a little prerequisite, I'm going to be doing this thing, or at least I'm toying around the idea. It's going to be called Reseller News in 60 Seconds. Newsflash. I think that's what I wrote down. I have to keep it pen and paper here. Yeah, it's Reseller News. No, actually, it's Reseller News in 60 Seconds. So you're going to see like a little stopwatch going there, and what I want to try to do is just highlight some some topics that may be of interest to you guys out there, especially if you're involved with the e-commerce, or maybe different things that are transpiring within the eBay platform, whatever. It could be just about anything really, but it's a new thing I want to come out with, and you may be seeing these every now and then. Just look for the stopwatch. That's how you'll know what it is, and that's what it's going to be. Reseller News in 60 seconds, and hopefully I can keep that into the 60-second mark there. I'm going to try to anyway. But that's what I'm toying around with, so you may see something new added to my YouTube channel. The other thing I want to just talk about really quick is in regards to sales. I have called up eBay a couple days ago, and I asked them, I think I shared it with you guys out there, in regards to the eBay sales being really slow. The teammate that I spoke to did say that they were working on certain things. I don't know if it was the managed payment service, whatever they're doing, but I know there's some things going on within the eBay IT infrastructure from what I've been hearing. There are, like I said, pretty much slow sales. However, yesterday I did list, just to share this with you guys out there, I did list some girls' tops on there. My daughter gave me some stuff to list, and I put this item on there. It's the privy, I think they call it privy. It's like a black sequin dress, or a romper, I think, whatever it is. And I put it on there yesterday, and it got sold today. So I made one sale today, very slow, and I'm grateful I just made the one sale. I would like to have 101 sales, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know if you guys are out there having any better luck with sales, but it is what it is. Also, in this Let's Talk eBay segment, they have a thing about on one of the websites. I know you're probably saying, you're going to put that on there? Well, it's called, it's basically how to delete your eBay account and try to eradicate all the data in there. So the only reason why I'm saying that there, I'm putting that in there in this Let's Talk eBay segment, is because there may be data, or there's sales. If you need to recapture certain things, the way I understand it, you won't be able to get back, you won't be able to extract some of your sales once you delete the account. So if you are thinking about deleting your eBay account, first off, if you're deleting it because you just want to go to the platform altogether, is one thing. But if you're deleting it because you want to go to a different selling platform, or you feel that eBay is not for you right now, I've been reading on the eBay community chat boards. There are people, complaining about, well, not complaining, but venting, so to speak, about their sales being slow. And with the new changes going on with the specifics, category change and stuff like that, and plus that issue they had with Google, with the search or something, I think I did it a couple of days ago. It was either yesterday or the day before. No, I did the thing about that. And it was on that. That was, I think it was, I got the information off the e-commerce bites. And yeah, there's some kind of like a little, I'm not saying a conflict of interest going on between Google and eBay, but there was something along that line there. I think it was in e-commerce bites they did a little write-up about that. And I know it's probably not what people want to hear when it comes to things of that nature, like slow sales and the cause and effects of it. If there is some kind of glitch within either or system, either Google or eBay. The last thing we need right now is that to happen, especially when it's getting close to the holidays and you want to make money. And believe me, we all want to hear money, and we all want to hear that sound, right? Exactly. So I haven't heard that in a while, although this morning I did hear it. And that's music to your ears. Let's hear it one more time. Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, getting back to with selling on eBay and stuff like that. It's been kind of quiet for me. I don't know. I haven't making those sales like I should. I would love to. But I tell you guys, I don't know if you ever go to other YouTube channels, eBay sellers that have YouTube channels, and I've been to a couple. Was it today or yesterday? And well, yes, yesterday was. Well, I was there at a couple. There's another one I kind of like hit accidentally, and this person's like, I got 23 orders to do today, and I'm like, my God, that's probably what I do probably within a year. No, I'm just saying, but I'm listening to these guys, these people that have the YouTube channel. I don't know if do you guys check out other YouTube guys besides me? Well, I hope you like my channel, but do you ever check them out? I mean, I can't. Let me put it this way, folks. I really can't share that information with you for the simple reason I don't make enough sales like that. Plain and simple. If I was to make 10 sales or 15 sales or whatever, I'd be more than happy to share with you. Tell you, oh, this is what sold this week or whatever. This is what I was selling it for, and I took a best offer for whatever. I'd love to do that stuff, but I don't make enough sales to do that. So for me, I can't do what those guys do. What are you going to hear me say? Oh, well, by the way, I sold this one item today. You're not going to want to hear me say that. So I can't do that right now. I just don't have the sales to do it. The other day, I think, well, it was a couple of days back, like I said, you got to forgive me because I'm doing videos pretty much on a daily basis, and sometimes I can't remember verbatim which one I told that story, and was it the one a week ago, the other day, or whatever. But I did do a video about the items I sold in October and a few in November. I know people can say, well, they could always check it out. You just go to your sold list and see what you have. I don't make the sales like other people make. There is, and again, these people have high volume listings. Like they got maybe one guy's got almost 700 listings on there. And when I hear people talking about the items they're selling, how many items they're selling, I will go there and, I guess you could say snoop around, check out and see exactly what they sold. Like, in other words, how much would they, how many items did they sell for that month? And one guy has 200 sold items. Another guy might have 500 sold items. And I was like, you're just painting through one and you're scrolling down. And this guy, I'm not going to mention names, but this guy has a sale for every day of the week. Every day of the week. Sometimes 3 sales within that one day, 4 sales, depends. And when I look at the guy's listings, he's got almost 700 listings on there, where I only have 100, maybe 120, something like that. Small. I'm a small-time seller. But this person here, and I'm looking at them saying, oh my gosh, this person here, and got it's either 400 or 500 sales, sold within that time. Well, not just that. I don't think it's just not 1 month, but maybe it is. I don't know. I didn't go into it all 100%. But I remember I did go month to month pretty much, and every day of the week, this person had a sale. And they have goals. Like this one particular person has goals, and they want to hit a certain target amount. When I'm talking hundreds of dollars, I'm not talking like I always say, if you can't make if you can make at least $100 a day, that's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. But when you're in a situation where you got more money going out than coming in, that becomes a problem. Especially at the end of the month. Now, the end of the month is approaching pretty quick here, and I'm hoping to make some sales. I don't know what else to do. I don't know if I keep dropping the prices down. I've been on the eBay community chat board, and this one person said, now, if I understood right, it was on the community chat board. This person, unless it's a typo, this person has 25,000 listings on, I think it's distributed throughout 3 stores on eBay, because you can have as many stores, I think, well, within a limit, I guess, I don't know. But this person, if I'm not mistaken, is either, unless they met 2,500, but they said 25,000. I seen 3 zeros after. It's like, wow. And this person said they're finding it slow. So, what happened to the analogy where the more you list, the more high you are in search rankings, and hopefully you make more sales. But this person here would, even if it was 2,500, and this person's saying my sales are terrible. So either or, 2,500, 25,000. And if you're not making sales with all those listings, I wouldn't want to have your bill at the end of the month. Let's put it that way. I have a starter store just shares with you guys, and for $4.95 a month, eBay will give you 100 free listings a month for that price, and anything over the 100 listings is 30 cents additional. So I can't fathom the idea of having that many listings, okay? And, if nothing's selling, to pay that bill every month. Now, I don't know if they got different, I know they got different tiers in stores, with the store subscriptions, where you could have so many thousands. I don't know which one it is, but they have other different store levels. I got the starter store, the cheapest one you could possibly get, which is the $4.95 a month. And that's if you pay it if you have the yearly subscription. If you do it month to month, I think it's $7.95 a month, which is, I guess, okay. Let's get to let's talk a little about eBay. I got some windows I'm going to open up, and we're just going to, I'm going to expand a little on them. I don't want to keep talking about it too much. I just want to throw it out there to you guys, and you could decipher on whatever you take away from it is what you take away from it. I will say this before I get started, before I get to those windows, and if you are new to my YouTube channel, I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URL as to where I get the information from, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. And the reason why I do that there is because I don't want, where I give you the URLs or the YouTube channels or the information, the websites where I'm getting it from. I don't want you guys to think I'm just making this stuff up at the top of my head. There will be times I will just be very open and candid with my comments or my suggestions, or maybe if I share an issue with you guys, where it's going to be free. Free content. I'm just going to talk to you about my situation. And that's what the Let's Talk About eBay is all about. I'm going to share personal things with you, or maybe I have something that deals with eBay and I want to get that out to you guys. Okay? But for the most part, and the reseller news, I will still be doing that. Basically, you could say, well, they're one and two together, but one's a little different. One varies a little. There is a little variation there. Like I said, again, the Let's Talk eBay talks about something personal, where the reseller news talks basically about what's going on with an e-commerce platform. All right, let's go to those websites. I think there's a total of 5 windows open up, and expand a little on them, and hopefully we can get this video out. But I want to say one thing also before I do that. Keep a lookout. If you see the old clock, the stopwatch thing there, that's what it's going to be called, Reseller News in 60 Seconds. I know it's going to be a challenge to do it. Well, kind of challenge, in other words, because when you're doing it, you want to make sure you got enough content to make that 60 seconds, So I'm trying to toy around with how I'm going to do it, how much information I'm going to put in there, like what kind of clippings, because it's also got to make sense too. You can't just say, oh yeah, eBay's coming out with a new platform and leave it at that. They're not expand on it. Or, the postal service is going to update their postage, and I don't tell you how much it's going to cost. It's got to be, everything's got to tie in within that 60-second thing there. So that's going to be a little challenging, because you want to make it, you want it to be right, and we're going to see how that goes. But that's something new I'm going to add to my channel. So for those who are new subscribers, you may see that there. So if you see that hand with the stopwatch, with the 1 minute hand watch, that's what's a stopwatch with 1 minute. That's what it's going to all be. That's what it's going to be about. So I'm toying around the idea. I definitely would like to do something like that. Going forward, will I be doing that all the time on a daily basis, like in conjunction with the reseller news? I don't know. I may just keep it like that for a while. Or, like I said, if I do get so many Google alerts where I can do the reseller news for an hour on end and maybe even longer. I've done videos like that, and I don't know if everybody's watched them all, but I've done videos like that over an hour. Whether people watch them to the very end, I don't know. That I can't tell. Well, I think in your YouTube analytics, you could also see the watch times when people start it and when they drop off. So it's very hard to, keep a person interest, But I hope that people who do watch my videos do watch them to the end. I hope you don't find me boring. I'm not trying to bore you guys, but I do put out pretty decent content, and I think you guys might get a takeaway from it. But anyway, we are going to go to those websites right now. Okay, our first story is from the Daily Mail, and it's www.dailymail.co.uk. And this story was published November 18th, 2019. And it goes on to say how 2 teenage brothers turned their hobby selling items on eBay into a $25 million empire, and it all started with just $10,000 in the bank. Anthony Napa, then 19, was struggling in university with a part-time laboring job. Mr. Napa then invested $10,000 into selling hair care products on eBay. From there, Mr. Napa created Oz Hair and Beauty with his little brother Guy. The business is now on track to making $25 million in 2020 financial year. I'm not going to read too much into this here, even though I had that many windows opened up, folks, because I don't want to keep this too long. All right, you guys could check it out. That's why I gave you the URL if you'd like to read more about it. It's a pretty interesting story. However, I didn't get a chance to read it. I read like parts of it, but it just goes to show you how one thing led to the other. I wish all these two brothers all the best. But you could see how things transpired from their humble beginnings, so to speak, and look where it led to them now. So if you want to read this story, check it out. It's quite a bit of text here to read. I believe this is all the same story. Yeah, you may definitely want to check this out. Okay, so I gave you the URL, and the story that you want to read, read upon, is this one right here, and it is from the Daily Mail. Okay, and it's about the two teenage brothers that turned their hobby into selling items into eBay, into a $25 million empire. Okay, good story. Check it out. I'm not going to delete it because I want to read some more of it. I was reading parts, but I didn't read the whole thing, so I'm going to leave that window up. This one here is from TameBay, another good site I always like. TameBay at eBay. Yeah, I like also e-commerce bites, which we're going to be getting to that in a little bit. But I also like this one here. This is what do you call it there? TameBay, and let me give you the URL. Is www.tamebay.com. This story was posted November 18th. Chris Dawson wrote the story, 2019. Kathy Terrell of I Love to Be Selling caught up with Harry Temkin, Vice President Seller Engagement, eBay, at the recent eBay Upfront New York event. She grilled him on a recent disastrous rollout of eBay item specifics on the 15th of October. And one thing that sellers will welcome is Harry undertook never again to roll out new item specifics and make them mandatory at the same time. The story goes on to say here, Harry was insistent that the items were visible in search and aspects were mapped on the back end of the listings, and keeping them visible in the search to buyers. This, however, was no consistent with our experience there. For instance, in the jeans category, there was no way for a buyer to narrow their search by size for a period of time. Neither the old size attributes nor the new ones were visible to buyers. Now, they got a videotape here. You could play it. I'm not going to play it because, like I said again, I don't want to expand too much on this topic here. If you get a chance, check it out. You can just go to the website and you can read more into it. And the story that you're going to be looking for, folks, is right here. It's the Harry Temkin on eBay, eBay, October 15th, item specific snafu. So you might want to check that out, okay, if you get a chance. And you play the video. I didn't get a chance to play the video on this one here. I'm going to leave this window open because I read a little into it. Like I said again, when I go to these sites, I don't read them all verbatim. I will touch the little parts of them and share information on it with you guys, but the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. So I'm going to leave those two windows open up. And the next one we're going to go to is this one here. This one is from PRN Newswire. So let me give you the URL is www.prnnewswire. Well, actually, it's prnewswire, one word.com. And the story goes over the eBay community raises more than $1 billion for charities globally. This story was posted November 18, 2019. San Jose, California, November 18, 2019, PRN Newswire. Today, eBay for Charity announced that the program reached a major milestone ahead of its 2020 goal, $1 billion in total funds raised for charities around the world. Charitable giving on the platform is on the rise to date. eBay for Charity has more than 83,500 global charities registered on the platform, up to 26% year over year, and is enabling 200 every minute in the charity funding by eBay buyers and sellers, and an increase of almost 10% compared to last year. Through eBay for Charity, 100% funds raised go back to the intended nonprofits. So that's pretty good. That's a nice milestone to hit $1 billion in charities. That's great. That's really good. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I want to throw it out there just to let you know that the good things that eBay is doing. I know a lot of people aren't right too happy with it right now, or I should say a percentage of people, at least when you read on some of the eBay community chat boards. It sounds like some people ain't happy, but this is nice to hear that eBay is doing something really great. Sorry about the grandfather clock back there, folks. But this is really good to this is good news to hear on eBay's behalf that they're doing something good on their platform. All right, so if you want to check that out there, again, I gave you the URL. You could check that. You could read more into it if you choose to do so. Okay, let's close this one. All right, this one here is the one I was talking about, another one of my favorite sites. This is e-commerce bytes, and let me give you the URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. This story was posted November 18th, 2019. It says eBay continues repairs to clothing category attributes. Now, I sell some clothing on there. Maybe that's why I'm not getting anything. I don't know. I could be wrong. But, you know, let's read a little more into this here. It goes on to say here, eBay had a major technical issues after it rolled out its October 15th category and item specifics update. And it continues to make repairs that will be completed in a matter of weeks. Now, let me remind you, this story came out November 18th, which was yesterday, which is, what do you call it there? Monday, okay? So this story was posted yesterday. So when they're talking about having this problem hopefully completed in a matter of weeks, they're talking, I believe, from this date that it was posted, unless they were talking from that day on. There are people still, like I said, on some of the community chat boards are still complaining about their slow sales, no sales, or any sales. And this could be attributing to it, but I can't be 100% specific on that, sure about it, but this could have a little role in playing that slow sale part. Anyway, it goes on to say the good news, eBay won't be making any further planned changes in 2019, so our sellers can focus on the holiday. However, it will resume making updates in 2020, stating in Monday's announcement that it will be be in touch with the sellers again in late January. Here we go again, right? Just when you think the fun is over, it starts all over again. eBay pointed to the progress in the following 3 areas. Here we go. Left-hand navigation filters. The left-hand navigation filters are now working again, and this issue is fully resolved. Okay, I guess these are things that we're taking care of. Or at least they're going to anyway. Missing values, we are continuing to copy the additional item specifics you previously provided into the required item specifics fields. We expect the exercise to be complete in the coming weeks. Okay, irrelevant item specific values. The consolidation of irrelevant values, it is in progress, and you will start seeing only appropriate values in the drop-down menus by the end of this week. Sellers will notice marked improvements already. Some takeaways from the announcement. We will not be making any further planned changes in 2019, so sellers could focus on the holiday, which we just touched bases on. Our efforts in updating our marketplace and optimizing search for our buyers will continue. We will be in touch again in late January with information on additional updates for 2020. Oof, more updates. While we finalize these, we'd like to remind sellers that you should still update listings in toys, fashion, home and garden, collectibles, media, and gift card categories. Then it goes on to say here, today's post on the announcement board will eBay's last update on the item specifics snafu. Now, when you keep going down here to the bottom, folks, you are going to read the comments, which I recommend people do if you get a chance. I love to read the comments because these are buyers and sellers just like you and I, and sometimes they bring things out that you and I might not be aware of. I say this a lot in my other videos. It's true. They may bring things to your attention that you weren't aware of, even myself. So that's why when I do the reseller news, it's very important, like I said, especially if you are an eBay seller or an e-commerce seller, you may want to subscribe to my channel to get some good information. And like I said, I'm not just spewing this off the top of my head. This is coming from their websites, okay? So that's why I do it. So I hope you guys could take away from it, get a takeaway from it, and it's helpful in some ways. I hope you do get a takeaway from it where it's beneficial to you. And yeah, and again, if you get a chance, I'm not going to read more into this here because there's quite a few comments here, and I'll scroll down. If you don't want to go to the site, you can always pause the video. So don't mind me going fast here, scrolling down fast, because like I said again, I only got one more window to open up, and I'll expand a little on that. Then I definitely like to close out this video. If you do want to leave a comment, you got to drop your email, password, and you got to log in for AB Verify, and you could also post comments too if you want to shed a little light onto this. If maybe you might experience something like this. Okay, so let's go back up here, and the story you're looking for is eBay continues repairs through clothing category attributes. Let me just get a little swig of water here. I'm sorry, folks. Between this cough and the reading here, you get dry mouth. Okay, last one. Now, I know people are saying, wait a minute, you're talking about Let's Talk eBay, but yet you're putting this here to delete your eBay account and the data associated with it. I'm not doing this here to get people to go off of eBay. It's just to share a little information with you guys. This story came out November 18th, and it was from the Business Insider. Put this out, and it says deleting your eBay account can actually be a lengthy and complicated process. All right. Now it goes on to say here to fully delete your eBay account, it may take some time to do the process of purging your eBay account, and data from the system can take a month or longer to complete. Once your eBay account is deleted, you will not have the option to reopen your account, and you won't be able to access any of the data from your account either. Here is how officially, it says over here, here's to officially close out and delete your eBay account. You visit the Business Insider homepage for more stories, whatever, but it goes on here, deleting your accounts can be a way to simplify your online life. If you want to delete your eBay account, however, simple is not good. It's not a good way to describe the process. And then it goes on here to talk about it. It says it is quite lengthy, requiring a lot of confirmation that you want to close it out. And once you complete it, once you complete it takes 30 days or more to fully close out your account, assuming it's in a good standing and there is no outstanding balances pending transactions. And then it goes on to say, here's how to complete your process of deleting your eBay account and all it's associated with, and you would follow, I guess, the information here. And again, I'm only throwing this out there not to encourage people to close out their account, but if you're going to do it, it's a little involved, as you can see here. This story here was posted again by Business Insider, and that's what it's all about. If you want to check out the hyperlinks, I highly recommend that you definitely go to the website itself. You could see here these are all active hyperlinks here. How to leave a feedback on an eBay as a buyer or a seller. How to cancel your best offer on eBay if your reason meets the site's requirements. How to track an eBay order if the seller has provided tracking information, or contact the seller for updates. And last but not least is how to print a shipping label on eBay to send out items you sold by mail or another shipping service. Okay, so going down here, you could read a little more into it, and I don't think there is much in here, actually. No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, so if you want to read into this here, if you are going to or thinking about closing your account, I would recommend that if I don't know what your reason would be. Maybe you're getting tired, or maybe you're retiring from, you probably are at that age where you don't want to no longer do this here, and you feel that you want to take it off, get out of it altogether. It's one thing. There's a lot of different reasons. I remember somebody was doing a story, I think it was on eBay Radio. Let me just share this with you information before I get off with this here, off this topic. But I gave you, I don't know if I gave you the URL. I don't think I did. Let me give it to you right now. If I didn't, I apologize for repeating myself, but it's www.businessinsider.com, and that's the story you want. And again, as I say in many other videos, I highly recommend that you definitely go to the website itself, because they have active hyperlinks in there, and you will not be able to activate them watching my video. So, you could pause this video if you want to just read some parts of it, but again, if you do want to check out the active hyperlinks, you're going to need to go directly to this website. Okay, now stick around. I'm just going to close this out. I just want to shed a little more information on this here, and then we're going to close the video out. So just stick around, please. Okay, in that last website, they were talking about how to delete your eBay account. Now, as I said earlier, I am not saying that in a bad way. I didn't put that video up or that particular website up to for anybody to be discouraged on selling on eBay or whatever. However, there are circumstances where you will need to eventually do that if you are, one, Maybe you're getting ready to retire from this here. You don't want to do it anymore. Okay, people get too old, or whatever, in some cases, and they don't want to do this. Or if you designated, now this is what I'm going to share with you guys. I was listening to eBay Radio where they were talking about this here. I think it was with Griffin Lee. They were talking about, at least I believe it was on eBay Radio, where if you do run a business like this, an eBay business, you may want to set up a thing for your loved ones in case, God forbid, something should happen to you. Okay, God forbid you're in a hospital, or God forbid you pass away, and you have orders out there. You're still listing and stuff like that. eBay ain't gonna catch wind of it, right? So, you're gonna have to make these arrangements. If you're relatively young, it's a whole different story. But in any event, people should do, what they should do is keep like a little pad, whatever, with your passwords to get into eBay, and let's say your passwords for PayPal, if that's what you're using as a payment service. And you may want to set that up and put it somewhere and tell your loved ones, hey, listen, even if you are younger, it doesn't matter, tomorrow, like that saying goes, folks, tomorrow's promised to no man. But what you may want to do is, it's like planning your last will and testament, right, on eBay. Well, I'm just using an example. Well, maybe it's not a good example, but anyway, and you may want to keep a little pad around and tell your loved ones, this is where I give my password to log on to eBay, and this is my password to log on to PayPal. What you may want to do, God forbid something happens, if the person, like I said again, ends up in a hospital due to an illness, or maybe an accident, God forbid, or again, maybe the person's no longer, around. They went to be with the Lord, so to speak. People are going to want to know, hey, if there's orders out there pending, they want to know what happened. Now, again, if you're in a situation where you're out of state and you don't know, and let's say, something happens like that, and, you fly in or whatever, and it's been a couple of days, people had placed orders and didn't get it, they're going to start complaining, I mean, you could sit there and give them, given the reason why their order wasn't fulfilled in that day or two, however it was set up, and you could let them know, well, so-and-so was in the hospital, so-and-so had passed on, so therefore I am the sibling, the relative that's taking over right now. I will process your order, or you could refund them if you don't want to, because if you don't know where the merchandise is, that's a different story too. Or maybe you just don't have the time for it to actually ship out the product, so you may want to just tell the person, well, you're not going to sell on it anyway. So at this point, it doesn't matter what your seller performance is, because the account is going to be closed anyway, right? So you really don't have to really worry. What you could do is just go to PayPal if necessary, and just refund the people that had made purchases, and just put in a little notation. We will no longer be selling on eBay no longer due to an illness, due to a sickness, due to a passing, and something like that. A lot of people don't think like that, folks. A lot of people think like, I'm not sure. I think it was brought out. I think one of the people, like it was either Lee Marable or Griff, had brought that out. That if I'm not, my memory serves me right. It can't be 100%, but I remember hearing about that there, where somebody should know what to do in the event of emergency, especially if you're selling on eBay. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, my kids still know. God forbid if something does happen, they have a notation, a little pad set up as far as like where my eBay account password is, and user ID and password. And I only deal with PayPal as well, so that's the only two things they have to know. And again, it all depends. Like if you instruct them, or you keep instructions written there, in the event of an emergency, or something happens to me on my behalf, this is what needs to be done. And you can write instructions down there, what to tell your family members, whatever. But the reason why I brought that out is not to encourage people to get off of eBay, but to make them aware of what could happen in the event that you're no longer able to do it, or whatever it may be. Okay, so I don't want people to think, and if eBay's listening, anybody's watching it from eBay, I'm not putting this out there to encourage people to delete the account. That's far from the truth. I am not doing it for that reason. I'm doing that there so people will be preempted as far as like know what to do in the event of emergency or some kind of situation, a family crisis that arises. Somebody should know what to do in a situation like that. Okay, I mean, things happen in life, things happen. So that's why I brought that out. Again, in regards to kind of like a little, skewing around the topic, If you are a person that is thinking about giving up on eBay altogether because you don't like the changes that's going on, or it is too slow, or you feel it's not good to be on there, and you're thinking about deleting your account or closing up shop or whatever, that's totally up to you. I've been with eBay since July of 1999 for 20 years. I know sometimes I joke around. I said in my other videos, I have a love-hate relationship with eBay. I love them when I'm making money, and I hate them when I'm not. But I say it in a kidding way. It's all joking aside. I've been with eBay for 20 years. Now, if I really hated eBay that much, I wouldn't be here for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I have nothing against eBay. I do hope that whatever the little glitches they have, system glitches within their IT infrastructure, they will get that corrected and fixed, and let us, be able to go on and, make money is what we're all on this platform for, buyers and sellers, But for those who are doing this on a full-time basis, and, for some people, it may be good. There is, like I said, there's a couple of guys I watch out there, and one guy he writes down what he wants to make for the month, and he's pretty much close to it, and he's making hundreds of dollars a month. But again, this person has probably, I think, 700 items listed on one. He's got two channels on, YouTube, eBay stores. One, I think it's 700 items, and another one, I think it's, I don't know, I think a couple hundred or something like that. So, this person's doing pretty good. And when I hear how many items the person has, when they go into their videos, you guys may find out eventually who these people are. But when you go to their YouTube channels and they're sitting there saying, this is what I sold today. I sold 20 items, 25 items. The last guy I was watching, he sold 25 items. Like, I don't know if it was for the day or within a week. But if that was in one day, man, that's really excellent. I mean, I would love to make that many sales in one day. It's a lot of work. You'd be working from now to, like I said, I work solo. I could always ask for help. But that would keep me busy from the morning right on through tonight, till midnight. The funny thing is, people will go out there and complain, I'm not making no money, sales are slow, I'm thinking of getting off the eBay platform. I don't know, the only thing I can say in regards to that is someone told me that what do you think I should do? My sales are really slow. Do you think I should give up on eBay? Should I try other selling platforms? Look, that's totally up to you. I'll be the first to tell you, eBay is my #1 platform right now. Okay, it is. It's my #1 platform. I'm also on Poshmark. Now, a couple days ago, I made some sales, but they were from Poshmark. I only made 2 sales. I think I told you guys in one of my videos. I only made 2 sales. I think last week, today I made a sale today from on eBay, and I think last week I might have sold something. I believe, I can't remember. I only made. This will be. I think the 4th item I made a sale. The 4th sale, I believe, the 4th sale I made for November, and we're pushing towards the end of the month. It's scary. It is. It's scary, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. It's, if you're making less money and you have to keep tapping into your little piggy bank to keep offsetting your expenses, it does take a toll on you. So I can only keep my fingers crossed that whatever is going on within eBay, and then the other thing with Google, I think I did it in one of my reseller news. I think you could read it. I don't know which one again, if it's this week or the week before, whatever. You could read up on that one as well. There's some kind of little conflict there going on with eBay and Google, and I don't know if it has something. I think it has something to do with search. So again, with everything going on, it's no wonder people having slow sales. But I can't account for the other people as far as I have the items I have listed, and I think they're great. And when I look at other people, what they're selling, and I'm saying, so they're selling stuff totally different from mine. So, and I know that for a fact because the items that they're pointing out and they're selling, I don't have any of those items, but they're selling them. So, but anyway, more power to them. Kudos to those who are doing well on eBay. I mean, I wish myself I could do good on sales. We all want to do good on sales, but it's all yet to be seen. Let's see what happens. You heard it on that website in January 2020. They're going to be rolling out some more new updates. Who knows what's going to happen? Is it going to be for the better or for the worse? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. But anyway, it's getting late, and I want to call it a night. It's going on 9:30 over here p.m. I'm on the East Coast of New York. I know I got a late start doing this here. I had a lot of stuff to do throughout the course of the day, so sometimes I end up working late at night, and I don't really like to do videos this hour of the night. For the simple reason is when it comes to uploading and creating the videos, it could take a couple hours to do it. I don't have a state-of-the-art computer equipment here, so for me, it takes a lot longer in some cases. But the software I do use to do all my videos exclusively is Filmora. I'm using the 8.76 version, which I love. I'm very used to it. I know they have I also have Filmora 9. I will use that on occasion just to get a little feel of it. I'm trying to learn a little more about that as well. I play around with it every now and then, but I do like the Filmora 8.76. I'm very used to the way the functionality is on it. So, you know, but if you never tried it, you could download Filmora 9 to get a feel of it, and I think if you like it, you could buy it outright. Because this way, if you use the trial one, you're going to get the what do you call it, the watermarks on it, on the trial one. I also downloaded Filmora Pro. That has the watermarks on it, but I have I think unlimited use on it. In other words, I could produce videos with it, but you're going to see the watermark on it. I'm not ready to buy that one. The format's almost the same as Filmora 9 and stuff. It seems a little more advanced. I like the one I have right now, the 8.76 version. It's a little more simplified for me. You know, I like simple. Makes life easy. It makes things go quicker and stuff. Plus I'm used to that software platform. You know, the Filmora 8.76 version. But if you never tried it, it's really good. I highly recommend Filmora. And I don't have any affiliate links, just to let you guys know. I am not getting any money for this here, for throwing a little blurb out there about Filmora 9 or the 8, you know, or just Filmora in general. I just want to share that with you guys. It's good software, very easy, very user friendly. You know, user intuitive too. You could, you know, really work with it once you get to learn the basics of it. It's really good software. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to close out this video. I hope you got a takeaway from it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you do like the content, hopefully you like me. I hope you can, you know, definitely subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Let's Talk eBay. Today is November 19th, 2019. Thanks again for taking the time out of your busy day. And I also want to thank the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. I do hope you like the content. I hope you get a takeaway from it, and you do come back for more. All right, so please keep that in mind. Like I said, you know what my YouTube channel is all about. I told you in the beginning of this video pretty much, and I hope you get a takeaway from it. That's what it's all about, to help inspire and share. So anyway, until next time, I'm wishing you guys happy sales. I should say happy eBay sales. Bye-bye for now.